Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got the Central Division All-Star winners in NHL 21. So we'll break all those down and see if there is any phenomenal cards in this one. So far, every All-Star release has had like one card that is worth the value, or at least nominated or will be considered an end game card, as obviously GWC's coming. So some of these cards that you're probably going to want to keep an eye out for. But yeah, let's get into today's video, guys. Don't forget to subscribe for the channel for daily NHL content. If you're here every day and watch my videos, hook me and subscribe. I'm almost at 25,000 and mean a lot. All right, let's get into the video. All right, we will kick things off with the 90 overall John Klingberg from the Dallas Stars. I gotta say, I do not understand how Dougie Hamilton didn't win. Not that Klingberg's having a bad season at all. He's 25 points in 35 games. He is a minus 10, though, but obviously Dallas is struggling. Hamilton's got, 30 points in 37 games, a plus 12. Like, not to mention, man, he's an elite player in Hut. Like, I would have loved to have a better version of Dougie Hamilton, but nonetheless, here we are. So let's break down what we've got between John Klingberg. 6'3" is great size, as he's been pretty much the whole year. Obviously, the size didn't change, but he's been a pretty good card early on. Gladiator on this card is pretty substantial because it does increase the slap shot to 97 and gets his body checking to 89 before any team-based synergy. And obviously, Barrage is a good synergy to have. So all in all, this version isn't bad at all. His acceleration can get to 96. His speed can get to 92. So really nothing wrong with here. This is a very good card. The other version has two to balance, Light the Lamp and Wingman. With both of them having Wingman, honestly, Light the Lamp on this card compared to Gladiator isn't really close, and Barrage is better than Balance. So if you are going to go after one, this would definitely be it. And let's take a look at what his price is right now. Like, there's no way I'd pay that much. That's master item price. I would definitely not, like, you can get Seth Jones for around that. So, hard avoid on that one, but this one's not a bad card, the one with Barrage. We got the 93, Jonathan Huberdeau, and I'm actually pretty stoked that Huberdeau finally gets some recognition for winning the All-Star for the Central Division. Let's take a look at his two cards, though, and I'm not going to lie, they're kind of underwhelming. So 2 to Distributor, 1 to Passing Playmaker, 1 to Light the Lamp. This one is brutal. I'm not a huge fan of it at all because, well, Distributor doesn't really help because everyone already has that activated. Like, very few people are going to be like, "Okay, I need more Distributor to get it activated." So if you take that out of the equation, right, like, obviously you've already gotten it. Passing Playmaker and Light the Lamp do help in the sense that makes his shot a little bit better, but on the other side, you can get Gladiator, which gets his body checking and slapshot power up, as well as his defensive awareness to max. And then Magician maxes out his agility everywhere. And then Spark is a little bit less readily available. It's still pretty easy to get, but this is definitely a much better card in my opinion. So if you are going to look to get one, I would go after the Gladiator Magician version. And 500K is an awful lot. Wait for some of these cards to fall, guys. They are the new hotness right now. They will fall. I'm looking at like 400 and 425 range for Jonathan Huberdeau. Moving on, we've got the 94, Patrick Kane. And again, two different options here, but it's very evident what one you want. So the one with Howitzer and Shutdown make this an end game card. Like, left-handed wingers, again, are at the top. I mean, throughout this entire game have been a lot less available than the righties and centers have been. So it's always going to be advantageous here. But 99 acceleration agility, then you get his speed up to 97 with Distributor. His shots 99, hand stats are 99. This is the card for sure. The other one does have Workhorse, Magician, and Distributor, but again, same kind of situation. Without getting speed any higher, you're stuck at 94, whereas this version gets his speed to 97, his shot power and everything to 99. Like, it's really no choice here. Now, this is going to be extremely expensive. You just remember that buying this card or making this card, you don't need to upgrade them for the rest of the year. So I've talked about end game cards so far. When I say end game cards, it means that if you acquire this card, you really don't need to upgrade him no matter what comes out in the future, because regardless of his overall, the stats that matter, they're all 99. And then we got a bunch of Tampa Bay Lightning. We'll start with the 95 Steven Stamkos with 2 to Swarm, Gladiator, and Magician. Kind of overkill. I mean, Magician, he's already maxed at it. So there's really no reason to have it on. It's not going to help. Gladiator does a little bit of body checking, but his shot power is already 99. The other version has passing playmaker, but again, same kind of situation where it gets the stick checking to 99, but Wingman does allow him technically to get 99 acceleration, but the other version is 98. So it's like, it's not very crazy there. And then 2 to Barrage. Obviously, Barrage is helpful more than Swarm. So I would recommend, if you're going to choose one, to go with this 95 one. I will say this, the 93 is still extremely potent because, when you get all the synergies activated, you basically have a 99 overall card. So I would probably, instead of going after the 95, just go and look and see if the 93 has fallen in price at all. Next, we've got the 95 Victor Hedman. Now, I know I'm going to get a ton of questions about this in the comments section about, hey, why did Victor Hedman not get an increased overall in his card? So at the beginning of this year, it was stated that speed will go up by 0.5. All the other attributes will go up by 1. Every so often, when everything is increased by 1, guys, the overall will not go up because the speed is only going up by 0.5. So this 95, or the last 95 version, this one, the Team of the Week version, was just ticked over to 95, like it just crossed the median line. And then obviously this one, if you go and take a look, this 95 has +1 to everything, but it's still listed as a 95 because it doesn't hit 96. So your Team of the Year did upgrade by 2 to everything. This one comes with Shutdown Workhorse. Workhorse is important because you can get up to, obviously, 95 acceleration, 92 speed. That's pretty potent. The other version does have Light the Lamp, passing playmaker, but again, that just increases his shot. Skating on a defenseman is always going to matter, especially when it's a gigantic one. So that is going to be the one you want to look for, is the Workhorse one. And honestly, that's better than this version, which kind of sucks, but the 95 with Workhorse is better than the Team of the Year. But the Team of the Year did upgrade, so it does match the other 95s, as it did increase in stats. The overall did not go up. And then lastly, we've got the 98 Andrei Vasilevskiy, as he creeps towards being the first 99 overall card in the game. Honestly, I wouldn't use either of these two. Andrei Vasilevskiy, for me, has been one of the worst goaltenders I've used. I have his Team of the Year, but obviously, the value in Andrei Vasilevskiy is always going to be his synergies and the fact that he can get stat capped. These ones aren't stat capped either. He's 99 in pretty much everything, but I just haven't found him to be a good goaltender at all. 2 to Heart and Soul, Distribute, and Barrage is a kind of a crap synergy combo at this stage. The other one is Swarm, Barrage, and Spark. This is much better, but again, I wouldn't be investing in this. Save your coins, and if you're going to go all in on a goaltender, grab Markstrom or a Noonan. I'd much rather have a Noonan. But yeah, I would avoid this one specifically, but your Team of the Year did increase to 98. All right, so let's talk the sets and their costs. So with 20, you can get a random Central Division All-Star player. Guys, please do not do that. That is a terrible value if you get stuck with Klingberg. Vazzy technically, but he's not going to go for nearly as much as the investment cost, so avoid that. Now, it's going to cost you 20 to get the 95 Steven Stamkos, and again, that 95 isn't terrible. It's near end game, so it's not like that's going to be detrimental. This 93 Huberdeau, this is only going to cost 13, but 10 is 500,000, guys. So, this is still 700,000 coins in value. I don't think that matches that. The 94 Patrick Kane for 15, that one I would. 750, this is an elite winger. If you got him and McDavid, you have 2 wingers for the rest of the game that are just going to be absolutely blazing speed. Patrick Kane cards always handle the puck better than their stats indicate, just like McDavid always feels faster. So that one specifically, I think, is acceptable to do. But before you make him, guys, untradeable, go and see if he's going for less than that. If he's going for, 800K, then just, then make him. But if he's not, and he's going for 15, that's about 750K in value. So just be aware of that. The Victor Hedman, 20 is tough. That's $1 million. However, the Workhorse one is it is an endgame card because it's fine no matter what, but when Victor Hedman is so big, nothing's going to change that. His shot is fine, so as he goes up a little bit more, he's going to get a little bit faster, and I think that does matter. I don't know if I wouldn't recommend making him for $1 million. That's a lot. The John Klingberg for 9, 450K for the 90 overall. Obviously, that's going to be a pass. And then The 23 required for Andreevskiy. Not a chance in the world would I recommend doing this one. So those are the sets for the current Central All-Stars. So guys, let me know what you think in the comments section down below. And again, if you're here every day, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one, guys.